Hare Krishna. Hello everyone, this is Bhanupriya. Today we see Laplace transformation. Laplace transformation has several applications almost in all engineering disciplines. We can even say Laplace transformation is one of the tools to solve the differential equations. Actually, Laplace transformation converts a function in a domain to a function in another domain. Students may find difficulty in solving differential equations using Laplace transformation. It is actually not that much difficult. Once they are thorough with the formula, they can easily solve the differential equation. So we see some of the basic formulas that are required solving differential equations using Laplace transformation. Okay, let me define Laplace transformation first. Let f of t be a function of t for a specified t that is greater than 0, then Laplace transformation of f of t is denoted and defined as L of f of t is integral 0 to infinity e power minus st f of t dt. This is denoted by capital F of s. This is actually the Laplace transformation of f of t is said to exist if this integral converges to some value of s. So this is the definition of Laplace transformation. We have formulas. Let me list out the formulas. So Laplace transformation of 1 is 1 by s, and Laplace transformation of t is 1 by s square. Laplace transformation of t power n is n factorial divided by s power n plus 1. We have Laplace transformation of e power at is 1 by s minus a. Laplace transformation of e power minus at is 1 by s plus a. Laplace transformation of cos at is s by s square plus a square. Laplace transformation of sin at is a by s square plus a square. So you can remember, if s comes a, if c comes c. Likewise, you can have a clue to remember the formula. And if hyperbolic cos comes, the formula is s by s square minus a square. The same value, but the sign is different. Laplace transformation is of hyperbolic sin at is a by s square minus a square. So once you thorough with these two, you can remember these two. And we also have Laplace transformation of t into f of t as minus d by ds of Laplace transformation of f of t. Laplace transformation of f of t is denoted by capital F of s. So this is minus d by ds of f of s. In some of the textbook you can even denote it as f bar of s. So that is not that much. The Laplace transformation of t power n f of t is minus the whole power n, nth derivative with respect to n, with respect to s, f of s. So we see some of the proof of some of the formulas. We see some of the proof. We know L of 1 is 1 by s. We derive the formula. What is L of f of t? Which is, by the definition, this is 0 to infinity e power minus st f of t dt. So this is the definition of Laplace transformation. So in the place of f of t, please replace 1. So we get 1, L of 1. 0 to infinity e power minus st. In the place of f of t, replace 1, that is into 1. Any number into 1 is the same. So as you all know, the integration of e power minus st with respect to t is e power minus st by minus s. We are integrating with respect to t. So the t coefficient is minus s. So whose integration is this, and the limit is in 0 to infinity. E power minus infinity is 0. So the upper limit is 0 minus e power 0. Any number raised to the power 0 is 1. So 1 by minus s. So 1 by s. Thus L of 1 is 1 by s. Now we prove that Laplace transformation of t square is 2 by s cube. Again you write the definition of Laplace transformation. L of f of t is 0 to infinity e power minus st f of t dt. Now we are going to find Laplace transformation of t square. So in the place of f of t we have t square. So 0 to infinity e power minus st t square dt. How to integrate this? This being the combination of algebraic function and exponential, we should use UDV formula. You can use, see I am using Bernoulli formula because this is of higher derivative. Easily you can solve once you use the Bernoulli formula. What is the Bernoulli formula? Integral UDV is UV minus U dash V1 plus U double dash V2 etc. Here U is the one, we take it as U, and V is, once you integrate dV you get V, and U dash is differentiation of U, and V1 is integration of V, U double dash is differentiation of U dash, V2 is integration of V1. So actually we want to integrate t square e power minus st dt. So the algebraic term should be taken as u. Why? Because at one stage t square derivative is 2t, again derivative of 2t is 2, and then derivative of 2 is 0. At one stage it becomes 0. So always you should, once you have the combination of algebraic and exponential, you have to take algebraic function as u. So let me integrate first, then later on I will apply the limit. Here u is t square. This is dv. This is u and this is dv. So this is dv means what is the integration of dv? That is your v. So e power minus st integration is e power minus st by minus s. With respect to t we are integrating minus. Now differentiation of t square is 2t. Now integration of this should be placed over here. So integration of e power minus st is e power minus st by minus s. Already we have one minus s in the denominator. So this is minus s the whole square. Then u v minus u dash v1 integration of this plus differentiation of this which is 2, and integration of this is e power minus st by minus s. Already we have minus s the whole square, so we write minus s the whole cube. This is whole cube minus st, and in the next step differentiation of 2 is going to be 0. So this is the last step. Now apply the limit from 0 to infinity. In all the terms we have e power minus st, e power minus st, e power minus st, so that when we apply the upper limit every term becomes 0. So 0 for the upper limits minus the lower limit. The lower limit is 0. So we have integrated with respect to t. So you have to substitute 0 for t only. So lower limit here, once you substitute 0, here we have t, so it is 0. Here there is no t. Once you substitute t here, e power 0 become 1. So 2 into 1 by minus s the whole cube is minus s cube. So minus into minus 2 by s cube. So this is Laplace transformation of t square. So you need not worry if you forget the formula. You can simply substitute the value of f of t in the definition of Laplace transformation. You can simply derive the solution. So in general, Laplace transformation of t power n is n factorial by s power n plus 1. Now we prove the shifting property of Laplace transformation, that is Laplace transformation of e power at f of t is equals to f of s minus a. S minus a. As you all know, the definition of L of f of t is 0 to infinity e power minus st f of t dt. So actually what we require is e power at f of t, Laplace transformation of e power at f of t. So in the place of f of t, replace e power at f of t in the right hand side. So already we have e power minus st. In the place of f of t, replace e power at f of t and dt. This is the definition, and in the place of f of t we are replacing e power at f of t. So here also we should replace f of t by e power at f of t. Now we have two terms with the same base, so we can multiply this by adding the power. So this is minus s plus a. I am taking minus outside. Why? Because it is always convenient to keep minus outside, because our form in the, that is, this is this definition of Laplace transformation where we have minus always here. So it is always keep minus outside. It is better to keep minus outside, because once you substitute the limit also, e power minus infinity will be 0. So keep minus outside. Once you take minus outside, this becomes, you can even check minus s here, minus s, minus into minus plus 18. Now f of t dt. So compare these two. This is the definition, and we denote this by capital F of s. Note this by capital F of s. That is Laplace transformation of f of t is 0 to infinity e power minus st f of t dt, which is denoted as capital F of s, function of s. Compare these two. So both are same, 0 to infinity e power. In the place of s I have s minus a. All the other things are same, f of t dt dt, e power minus st. The coefficient of t here, minus t, is s minus a. So I can simply represent this as f of s minus a by the definition of Laplace transformation. So this is shifting property. L of e power at f of t is f of s minus a. Now we prove change of scale property. That is L of f of at is 1 by a f of s by a. Now we are going to prove this change of scale property. So now we write the definition of Laplace transformation, which is L of f of t is 0 to infinity e power minus st f of t dt. Now to derive this, I am replacing f of t by f of at. By the definition, 0 to infinity e power minus st f of at dt. We denote this by capital F of s. So now once we compare these two, we don't have the variable t here. So once you have at, you must have at here, and dta should be there. So what we are going to prove is, we do substitution method. Let me substitute at as some other variable, say u. So replace everything in terms of u. I am substituting u for at. So limit as well as in the place of t you replace by u. Now t varies from 0 to infinity. Let me see the limit. T varies from 0 to infinity. The variation of t is 0 to infinity. Once you put t is 0, a into 0 is u. So u is also 0. When t takes infinity, u is also infinity. So the limit remains same. So differentiating on both sides, you get a dt is du. So let me name this equation 1. So equation 1 becomes 0 to infinity. The limit remains same, 0 to infinity. E power, I should replace u in the place of t. So what is t? T is u by a. Here at is u. So t is u by a. So in the place of t, I am substituting u by a. And f of, this is rough, f of at is nothing but u. Sorry. In the place e power minus st, in the place of t I am replacing u by a, and f of at is u, and dt is also du by a. So a being a constant, I can take outside, which is 0 to infinity, e power minus s by a u f of u. I am writing u by a as s by a u f of u du. Now you compare the definition of Laplace transformation with this equation. So I have 0 to infinity. Let me write 1 by a here. I have 0 to infinity, e power minus st here, minus s by a u. In the place of f of t, I have f of u, dt, du. All the other terms are same. This is actually denoted as capital F of s. So this can be denoted as capital F of s by a. Why? Because here the coefficient of minus t is s. We are denoting this by capital F of s. F of t dt e power minus st. The coefficient of minus t is s. Similarly, this is f of u du. Limits vary from 0 to infinity. The coefficient of u is minus u is s by a. So this can be denoted as capital F of s by a by the definition of Laplace transformation. So L of f of at is 1 by a capital F of s by a. So this is change of scale property. In the next video we see how to solve the differential equation using Laplace transformations. Thank you.